How would you describe what Element Fire Group does?
Element Fire Group, well, it consists of 4 companies. So you've got Element Fire Safety Consultancy, you've got Element Passive Fire Protection, Element Interiors and Build, Element Fire and Security. So as an overarching, Element Fire Group is there to provide all form of services within the construction industry, almost like that one-stop shop. But I think if we take it back to the originating company being Element Passive Fire Protection, the true engine of Element Fire Group, that being compartmentation surveys, fire door surveys, fire stopping, fire doors, all aspects of passive fire protection.
Definitely. I think the big part of it is how it kind of built up and how we wanted to see that bigger picture as well. We wanted to build that group that could offer so many different aspects of the fire stopping industry, I would say.
Agreed. How did the company first start?
Well, we both worked in the industry for a number of years, and I'd say we saw that opportunity to build something more and build something for ourselves. I'd say we wanted to see the quality, the good standards, the good communication between clients, and really build a company that would be the leading in the industry, I would say.
Yeah, I'd definitely agree on that, and I think you look at where we've come from now. Back 6 years ago, we started projects, probably 1, 2 projects, 2, 3 of us in the office, to where we are today with projects across nationwide, ultimately, multiple operatives, multiple site staff, and yeah, it's blossoming.
Was there a moment where you realised the company could become something much bigger?
Yeah, I'd say that there was a couple of moments, to be fair. I think, obviously, when we started the business back in 2019 in the wrath of COVID, there was quite a few panic stations at that point, thinking, what have we done? We've set up a business in and around COVID. But it gave us 3 to 6 months as a business to be able to establish ourselves, gain the relevant accreditations, get our brand, get the image, get our name out there. And I think we did that really well within the first 3 to 6 months. I think we found that based on the technical information that we were presenting to clients, and we found that those jobs started to trickle in. And then I think the real turning point for me, I would say, was when University of Nottingham project came in. And at that stage, I think I went, okay, this is where the company's going. Yeah. What made us decide to build a company together?
That's a great question. I would say, well, I mean, we've been best friends for years and years and years, so we kind of know how each other like to work. I would say we have a very similar work ethic as well. Like, I'd rather be busy than not busy. And obviously your background was, you came from London, which was more office-based, but a lot more technical, while my background was a bit more practical on the tools. And I think those merged together really was a good foundation for the business to actually start.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think, you know, when you look those years ago, what made us start, there's many factors, like you say, your experience, my experience together, and I think it was that shared vision, that shared goal, that if we put all of our experience together, we can truly create something here that is potentially going to change how other companies operate within the industry, because we really want to focus on that quality and compliance aspect. So, no, never looked back ever since.
Not one bit. Definitely took the jump.
Yeah.
What were some of your biggest challenges in the early days?
I think it's probably the challenges that most businesses face when they start up, is that ultimately you've got to build those relationships, you've got to build the trust, you've got to show and deliver ultimately what you say you can deliver. So it was really about, in those early days, demonstrating to clients and building that relationship with clients that, look, we're here, we do a compliant job, and also we're not just going to be that typical contractor. We're going to get back to you quickly, we're going to answer your questions, and we're going to do the job properly.
And I think it's also sticking to the standard that we set from the very start as well. knowing that we want to set our standard as high as possible and we want to keep it rolling at that rate.
Agreed. What are you most proud of about how far the company's come?
I'd say overseeing how the business has grown in general, and like the team that we've built around it. It's like, it just kind of shows that you don't need 50 people in an office to give out the same quality of works that we give with a very limited amount of people in the office.
I'd completely agree. I think ultimately where we are today is because of the team that we've got. Without them, I'd argue that we'd be nothing. Fantastic additions, we've got great staff, and ultimately they all share the same vision, the same goal as to what we're trying to achieve.